Rangers have finally reached a conclusion on Russell Martin's future after weeks of mounting speculation. Pressure has been building on the Ibrox boss following a string of poor results, with fans voicing their frustration and calls for change growing louder. Now the club has taken a decisive step, bringing clarity to Martin's position as manager. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Ali McCoist has criticised Russell Martin for the manner in which he is handling Nicholas Rascin's current situation at Rangers. The central midfielder was not included in the Ibrox side squad, as they were beaten 2-0 by Heart of Midlothian at the weekend, despite being fully fit and coming off the back of scoring for Belgium during the international break. Now, there's obviously a problem with Rascin, McCoy said this morning on TalkSport. There's no doubt about that, something has happened. But from where I'm sitting, you cannot bite your nose off to spite your face. If you've got a problem with Rascin, and Russell Martin clearly has, I think he's got to let the public know what that problem is. Because we're all sitting there watching that game at the weekend, and Rascin would walk into that team. He scored for Belgium during the week, in an international. There's nobody on the planet going to tell me that Rascin should not be in the Rangers starting 11. Why is he not in the starting 11? There has to be an incredible reason for it, because you can't leave him out if it's to the detriment of the team. The team is the most important thing, not an individual problem between a manager and a player. It remains to be seen whether Rascin will feature for Rangers this weekend when they welcome Hibernian to Ibrox in the quarter-finals of the Premier Sports Cup. Ali McCoist's comments put fresh spotlight on the growing tension between Russell Martin and Nicholas Rascin, raising serious questions about the Rangers manager's decision-making at a time when results are already under heavy scrutiny. With a crucial Premier Sports Cup quarter-final against Hibernian on the horizon, all eyes will be on whether Martin chooses to bring Rascin back into the fold, or risks further backlash by leaving him out once again. Now, in a huge Russell Martin sack decision, Russell Martin retains the backing of the Rangers board despite the furious fan reaction to the Premiership defeat to Hearts on Saturday. RFC News understands the support towards Martin and his position as head coach has not changed in the aftermath of the result that left Rangers 9 points adrift in the top flight standings. Martin came under huge pressure both during and after the Ibrox clash, but now looks set to remain in charge for the Premier Sports Cup fixture with his next weekend. RFC News understands no board meeting is planned for the coming days, as Chairman Andrew Kavanagh prepares to make a pre-planned trip to Ibrox for the Hibs fixture that now carries even greater significance on and off the park. The loss to the Jambos marked Rangers' worst start to a campaign in 47 years, and Martin was in the firing line from the stands amid chants of "Get to F" at various stages of a woeful 90 minutes. A chorus of "Sacked in the morning" that was started by the away support saw many in the home, and join in as anger was also directed towards the board. Martin was asked if he would resign as head coach in his post-match press conference and responded with a firm no. And he now looks like weathering the storm once again as Rangers turn their attentions to the remaining fixtures in what is a defining run of matches at home and abroad. The loss to Hearts was the final straw for a furious support. Lawrence Shankland netted in either half to condemn Rangers to a dreadful defeat. But Martin insisted he had no fears for his future when he spoke post-match, as he pointed to the atmosphere in the stands as a contributing factor on a dreadful afternoon. "Yeah, we have a lot of new guys in there," Martin said. "We have a lot of players trying to feel their way in an environment that's really difficult to feel their way into their Rangers career. Really difficult, so we just have to make sure they're all right as human beings first and improve their performance. We're on the side of 3 poor decisions in my opinion. It's a handball for their first goal. Our goal is a goal, it's not a foul on the goalkeeper. And then Dio says he makes no contact. It's why it took so long, and we should have scored. We should have scored 2 or 3. It was 1-0, we should have. But there's anxiety at the moment. The players are not the same team we see in training on Thursday and Friday when they go out and play in this environment right now, and that's not a criticism of anyone. So, to your emotion and your anger, I get it. I understand it. But we have to just keep working. Russell Martin may have weathered the immediate storm following the defeat to Hearts, but the mood at Ibrox remains tense and unforgiving. Despite the board maintaining their backing, supporters are running out of patience after the club's worst start to a campaign in nearly 5 decades. The Premier Sports Cup tie against Hibernian now takes on huge importance, both for Martin and the wider direction of the season. A strong performance could buy him valuable breathing space, but anything less risks intensifying the unrest in the stands and pushing his position as Rangers boss closer to breaking point. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, RB Leipzig's new £20 million wonderkid Yan Diomande has revealed how he nearly signed for Rangers after going to Ibrox on trial, and he reckons only his former agent stopped the move from going through. The Bundesliga club splashed out £20 million to land the 18-year-old winger in the summer from Spanish club Ligan. But Diomande had a spell on trial at Rangers just 2 years ago, and even played in a friendly for their B team against Monaco. He arrived from American fourth-tier outfit AS Frenzy, but Rangers opted not to offer him a deal and he returned to the USA. He signed for Leganés a year later, and RB Leipzig triggered his £20 million release clause this summer to land him, and he's revealed why he didn't sign for Rangers. He said, "I was scouted at an international tournament. To prepare for a professional career in Europe, I transferred to an academy in Florida. 2 years later, I was on trial at Glasgow Rangers. It's not true that I didn't want to sign for them. My agent at the time demanded too much money. After that, I went to Olympiacos on trial, but that didn't work out either. Eventually, I went to Spain and signed a contract with Leganés. I was alone when I went on those trials, but I'm grateful for those experiences. They helped me understand that I can make it through life on my own if I have to. I sometimes find it hard to grasp what has happened in the past few years. The other day, for example, Jurgen Klopp was talking with us. He is the club's head of football. I only knew him from TV, a legend. And there he was, we shook hands, he hugged me, we talked a bit. I was extremely impressed. He told me to be patient. Yan Diomande's revelation offers a glimpse of what might have been for Rangers, who came close to signing the winger before his career took off elsewhere. Now valued at £20 million and plying his trade with RB Leipzig, the teenager's rise underlines how quickly football fortunes can change, and how costly missed opportunities can prove for clubs. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.